initial reaction just to the news?
I mean, listen, one of the hardest things to do in our sport is get an opportunity to earn an at-large into the NCAA tournament. So getting to do that is just incredible for these young people. And we talk about it at the beginning of the year, what a small percentage of teams gets to do that. And so to be in this moment and have an opportunity to earn an at-large is just really awesome for us, for the program. And we're excited about the opportunity.
A little surprised you were the last team in?
Yeah, to be honest, I was really surprised how most of the Mountain West was seeded. I'm not the expert or the thing, but I think if you talk to the hundreds of people who do the bracketology, I think they really had all the Mountain West teams seeded higher than that. But you know what? That's fine. They always disrespect our league, and now it's time to go out and try to do something about it.
Was there a level on your shoulder? Do you think that'll give you?
I don't know. I think it's just, first of all, you go through the day, you process right now, getting in and what that means. And then obviously we got to play quickly here. So I think there's just a lot of emotions going through you right now, but I think it's time to regroup. And then we got to focus on Virginia.
Was there a level of nervousness? And then when you were announced, kind of what's your first reaction when you heard it?
Well, yeah, I'll be honest, when I saw that Boise State was one of the first four teams, I was like, whoa, I thought they were a 7. Clearly then you start, your mind starts racing a little bit, but I really never doubted we were in. I just felt like that was as easy, but hey, we're in.
When you saw your name up there on the screen, what was your first reaction?
Yeah, again, at first it was like, whoa, I was kind of looking at some of those 8-9 games and whatever and kind of thinking, but that's part of the fun of it. It's not always fun when you're sitting there and you're waiting for the third region to come out and wait for your name. But, once it came up, you're excited. Hey, we're in the tournament. Enjoy it. But now it's time to get ready for the next challenge because we don't have time to wait.
How quickly does your mind go to when do we play? How do we get there? When do we leave? How do we get film on Virginia?
I think the film's easy. I think, obviously right now the travel piece you start working on right away, what that looks like, and probably as soon as I walk out of here I'll start thinking about Virginia. And I have some ties there. I'm really close with Dick Bennett, and I know the Bennetts, and that's going to be kind of a bittersweet game to play, but one I'm excited about.
You said over there that teams who play in Dayton can get a lot of momentum going forward. Is that something that you can move and make work for you guys?
I hope so. Again, you got to win the first one, right? You got to figure out how to regroup. Right now, we just got back last night from Vegas, and now we got to head out east on Tuesday to play. But we got to regroup first and just worry about the first game. And if you're fortunate enough to win the first game, who knows what can happen.
What do you like most about this group? How does it differ from the one 2 years ago, and what about that makes you excited?
I think, this group, kind of came in with not as many expectations. The group 2 years ago was picked to win the league. These guys were picked, 5th in one poll, 6th in another. And so to see them kind of do that and rally and believe that we could be this kind of team is awesome. And so really, really proud of them. And this is a special moment for this group, and they've earned it.
What is so special about getting to this point for guys like Zay, who's in his last year, and then guys like Joe Palmer, Patrick Cartier, Joel Scott, who have come from the lower divisions?
It's special for all of them. It cements, Zay's legacy. But I think you're right. Those guys that have come from lower level, Division II and Division III, probably when they started their college career in their wildest dreams, they're like, man, I don't know if I ever get a chance to do this. So it means something to all of them, but it probably means a little bit more to those guys.
This will be the first game that you guys play a non-conference team since December. How does the kind of preparation change at all? Does it change at all?
I think, especially with such a short turnaround, we got a day here. You really don't have a lot of time to change much or do whatever. You've just kind of got to go out there and do the things that you've practiced every day. Obviously, Tony and Virginia, they're one of the best, if not the best, defensive coach team in the country. They're going to play one of the slowest tempos in the country. They're going to make you guard for long periods of time, and so you're going to have to be tough-minded. But again, we got to go out there. There's not a lot of time to prepare and do what you do.
What lessons did you learn from that tournament run 2 years ago against Michigan, especially? I think it's just there's a certain buzz when you get out there in the arena.
that it's hard if you haven't been there before to kind of prepare for what that feels like. But I think once you get through that and the ball is tipped, it's a basketball game. And so if you don't have some of those jitters, you're in the wrong place.
Thanks, Niko.
Good luck,
Thanks, guys.
Niko.
Good luck,
Yeah,
Coach.
appreciate you.
Good luck.
Thank
Thank